Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Liz and this is Junk to Treasure Journals. If you guys are returning, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. It means a lot. Today we're just going to be relaxing and creating this little tiny mini book. It's going to be pretty fun, laid back. I feel like I need some relaxation in my life right now. So I thought that it'd be nice to hang out with you guys. It's been a while since I've actually sat down and junk journaled. So today I thought doing this little mini book would be fun. It's very you don't really have to think about anything. It's just made with book pages, images, glue. I did use distress ink and staples. So what's cool about this is you can kind of make it how you would like, but I thought that this would be really cool to put into little tuck spots or pockets in your junk journal. You can definitely make this bigger or smaller, however you would like, but I just thought that this would give you guys some inspiration. And if you are just starting junk journaling, this would be a really easy, fun one to get rid of some, book pages and little images that you have. So I did want to mention I got some friend mail from Erlene and I wanted to do a video of it. So I'm going to put that opening or me opening my friend mail at the end of this video. So if you'd like to stay and hang out with me, you definitely can. Thank you so much, Erlene, for sending me so many little goodies this time and last time. I totally appreciate it, and I hope to be using them very soon. But let's go ahead and jump in, you guys. I hope you all are ready to either hang out or journal alongside me. So I am going to need my little paper cutter, I think, or I'm going to use scissors. I'm not quite sure yet. I have a book. I'm just using my old Reader's Digest. It's literally falling apart, you guys. So I'm going to be pulling some pages out of here. And then to do it exactly how you see here, I am going to use these little images that I got off of like a postcard package that I picked up from Daiso. And those are in these little booklets. So it's coloring for adults. And I literally just took them off of the cover because what these are, let me share it with you. They're like little postcards. So they have one that is pretty much painted, or I'm sorry, not painted, you guys, it's colored for you. Then you have a side that you can color. And then on the back, they're like little postcards. And I have multiples of these. So you can see I have this one, very pretty. And then I have this one that looks like that. And you can see here, I already took off the front page that I shared here that looked like this. And I cut the little pieces already out and I've already distressed them. So these are taken from these little postcard booklets, because otherwise that would have just been tossed in the garbage because it's just like a cover. It's not the actual postcards. I've even used these in junk journals. I thought that those were really cool. So I'm going to use those. You can definitely look through some of your garden books. You can look through any book, or any magazines would be really good to find little images like this. Then I also thought recently I picked up this little paper pack from Temu, and they came with these really cool stickers. So I thought I could make some of them with the stickers instead of the images, the floral or food images. So I thought that would be kind of cool. And I also thought that we could use these calendar squares, because we can use them just for journaling if you wanted like a little mini book with journaling. We could even have an image and then this little journaling piece on this side, but just make it a little bit bigger. So we're just going to do this together. First, I'm going to start by taking out some of these pages. I'm going to take out some of the full pages. I won't do any with the images because I love these images. Now this paper is very old. This is from 63. It was already falling apart, so. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my paper cutter and I'm going to trim around so all we have is the pages where the writing is. I am going to cut these down. Trying to think how big I want them. The smaller book, I'm going to do one exactly like this one. I think we're just going to have it directly down the center. I think that's what I did here. And how many pages? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so that'll be one page. Exactly. So I'm going to fold this just so that I could try to get a guide on where halfway is instead of having to like really manually measure it. Like that. Oops. And then I'm just going to kind of see there. Okay. I think that's close enough. Uh-oh. And I'll just cut off the edges that aren't, you know, folded great. So we're going to take this. So one page of this Reader's Digest is perfect for one mini book. Okay. And I'm going to put them on top of each other so we get a pretty good match of lining them up. You know what I mean? So, and if it's not even, I'll just go back and trim it up. Oh my gosh, I love this little trimmer. It's not little, it's actually huge. Okay, so you see how this isn't lined up right there? I'm just going to trim that back so it's even. And you know what? There might be an easier way, but sometimes I find that things work different for each one of us. So if you know a better way, I would do it your way, whichever way you're comfortable with. This video literally is just for inspiration. This is definitely bigger than this one, isn't it? So let's see if we're gonna do this. Yeah, that's cute still. I mean, these are a lot smaller. These are bigger. I wonder. That still looks cute. Oh gosh, died. I'm gonna cover that one up. I'm gonna make sure that my pages are all going the same direction because I have a habit of not paying attention to little details like that. And that might not be great. Let me see if I see any in here that I like better. Because look how pretty that is with the colors. Oh wow, look at that one. Will that fit? That one is so pretty. Yes, I think I want that one. You know what you can also use instead of book pages is music paper. That would look very pretty. Okay, so I'm going to cut or I'm not even going to cut it, you guys. I'm just going to rip this straight off, and then I'm going to cut this one out with my scissors. Okay, so I think that that is really cute because I love that. Okay. All right, so that will be the first page. And then the second page, maybe this one. And then maybe the third page. I feel like these are and they could be all different sizes. Doesn't have to be all one size. So I think I'm going to do this one next. My lighting, it's hard to see because I'm seeing like a glare from the window because I'm trying to get good lighting in here. And it's kind of hard to see. So I think I'll do that one. But I think I'm going to just cut it roughly and then cut it so I could hold it differently. Look how pretty that is. I could even use that for something and save that. Okay, so is that all of them? 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to mix up the big and the smalls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Uh-oh. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to distress with my distressing ink. Some of these are already distressed because I already had them from when I made the other one. So I'm just going to distress these that don't have it yet. So this one already has it. We're going to do this one. It just adds so much when you distress, I feel like. Doesn't it? Like adds depth to it. Oh, what am I doing? Then I'm going to distress both sides of the paper because you're going to see both sides. You know, it'd be really cute as well that I was just thinking of is instead of having it loose in your journal, you can glue the back down on a page and it'll just be like an interactive little book that's connected to it, that's glued to it. That'd be cute. Okay, so now that we're done with the distressing, I'm going to start gluing these on, and I'm going to try to glue them as close to the center because this one I may have to glue a little bit over just because I want to staple it, and this is really thick, so I don't know if it's going to make it hard to to glue or to staple it. So this one might be a little offset, but that's okay. I'm going to use my 3-in-1, my favorite. You don't need a ton of this glue either, because it's very good glue. So, all right, there's that one. Did I say this one? Maybe. Then we're gonna glue this one. Let me close my glue every time. It dries so fast, you guys, on the and I'm not one to do things completely straight all the time, so just keep that in mind. Maybe I'll do this one next. Just kind of going, you know, with different sizes to kind of give it like a, you know, variety. Instead of having all the big ones together and all the small ones together. Maybe right there. Oops. Then we'll do this one. Which way does this go? No, that way. What are you guys working on? You guys working on a project, or are you guys just hanging out? I do both. I watch YouTube and work on projects or I'm working, doing other things, because I do multiple things for work to try to bring in income. And it's rough, guys, but I do that while I'm watching, or I'll craft sometimes, you know, while I watch. Keeps me entertained, and it's giving support to the other YouTubers out there. Right now I actually have my worship music on in my ear, one of my ears, while I'm doing this, because I can't listen to it with copyright reasons, you know, to where you guys could hear it. So it really just relaxes me. And I feel like I'm in a season in my life where I need to just have some relaxation. It's been a bit overwhelming in my life. So we will just craft. We'll craft it away, you guys. Craft it away and listen to worship music. So hopefully you may, I mean, depending on your glue, you may want to kind of sit this aside before putting them on top of each other. So now I'm going to staple it. I bought this little stapler from, I think, the Dollar Tree. Was it the Dollar Tree or Dollar General? I think Dollar Tree. And then these little staples I got from Temu. So hopefully it goes through all the pages, because that sometimes gives me problems. Let's hope that I can do it in the right spot. I did it. This one actually worked out better than my last one, that's for sure. There we go. There's my little book. I feel like that is so cute and so simple. How long did that take me? I don't know. Not long. All right, so here's our first little book. This is the book I did by myself. See the staples? They're like super crazy, but I wasn't using this. I used a different one. See, it didn't even go through that. So I'm happy I used this one. Okay, So there's our little books. Now, you know what I was thinking is I think instead of using these book pages, I'm going to use music, because wouldn't it look lovely with these beautiful women all dressed so elegantly with music pages? So that's what we're going to do. So let me clean up my little area. I'll put these aside and we will do that. I like this, but I think I need music papers that are closer together, so there's not a lot of gaps. Like, see how far that is? Let me see. Yeah, you won't even see the music notes behind it. Oh, that you will. Okay, maybe I'll cut them out like that and then have them cut like that. That's what I'm gonna do. What are the words? Okay, that one looks good. Okay, I'm only going to grab one of those this time. All right, you guys, now this may sound a little awkward because I'm doing a voiceover. I recorded this incorrectly with my microphone, so right here I'm just sharing that I'm going to cut down this music paper with my cutter. I wanted to cut all the way around it so that there was no cream or beige colors. I just strictly want like the music notes to be the little pages of this book. So I'm just going to go around this page and cut off all the edges. And now I'm just measuring to see where I can place the stickers, so where I should cut it and how I want the stickers to look on top of the pages once it's cut. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and cut the pages where these lines are, because that's how wide I think I want the pages to be. So I'm just going to cut the strip right here where I'm sharing the lines with you. And I'll get about 4 little pieces off of this one strip. So I do have to cut 2 different strips. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take this and I'm going to cut off the cream and cut them into little squares to make the pages. So as you see, I'm just cutting right below where the music starts and right above where the writing is. So that's basically going to be around the size of each page. So I'm going to cut these into 4 different little pages, and then I'm going to do the other side of the large page exactly how I did this one. And as you guys can see here, I'm just going to put them in order how I want them to be. And I'm trying to see the size. I'm just looking at the sizes here. You can see how off I was with these cuts. Now I'm going to do the opposite side. I'm sharing what line I'm kind of using as a guide. And I'm going to cut another strip here. Now I'm just repeating the process of cutting off the little cream pieces into strips and then using these for the pages. Here I'm just going to be trying to put them in the order that I want them to be in the little book. And once I'm done doing this, I just put a little clamp on it and I put the smallest page in the front because I'm going to cut off the excess that is all different sizes, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to cut it so that all the pages are the exact same size. You guys notice when I cut the paper right here and I move it away, it completely fell into a cross. Look at this. Amazing. Love it. Now I'm just getting my distress ink because I am going to ink up the edges of these pages. But I had an idea. I was thinking instead of doing it all brown, I can do colored pages and do them different colors for each page. And I'm just looking at the stickers here to see what colors I can use and what distress inks I have. So I use this like slate color. It's more of a gray. I decide on the pink and I decide on the yellow. So I decided that that's what I'm going to use for the edges of these pages because I thought that it would help make the pictures or the stickers pop on each page. Then I had an idea to use my corner cutter. And I test out a little page just to see if I wanted to use the smallest round cutter or the middle size. And I think I went ahead and went with the smaller size just because of the size of the book. Yeah, I went ahead and I go with the smaller size. Now with this, I just put them all together and I did the two right side corners, so the upper right and the lower right, because I want it to kind of look like a book. Here I'm just going to touch up the two corners that I just cut because I had previously distressed it and it was missing the ink now. So I kind of go around and I just touch up some spots that I had missed. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to figure out how I'm going to do this front cover. You can see in the next clips that I'm like deciding on, does it look okay? It looks kind of weird by itself. The page is really squared off and the photos are rectangular and skinny. So I'm trying to figure out if I can put something under it, if I could layer with it. I grabbed out the little Post-its that are graph paper and I tried doing something with this. So I tried to layer it up on the front cover, but it just did not look like a front cover to me with the graph paper. It looked like that should belong on the inside of the little book. So I had another idea. I grabbed some of my lace. This is lace that I picked up from Dollar Tree. And I'm thinking that I'm going to put this on, but I didn't want it to look like straight on the edges. I wanted it to look rough. So I just grabbed my little scissors that I got from Temu. I'm sorry, these are not from Temu, you guys. These are from Daiso. So I just start cutting little slits on the two sides that have never been cut before. You know, the two edges of the ribbon. As soon as I'm done clipping through the sides that are sealed, I go ahead and I just start pulling it apart to kind of give it a rougher look. I love the way it looks when it's frayed like that. It's so pretty to me. And then I decide that I'm going to use this underneath of this sticker on top of that front cover. I thought, what is a little junk journal without having layers, right? That's what it's all about. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, the cream kind of blends in with the page. So I wasn't quite sure. I wanted to try it with the sticker and I still felt the same way. The pop was definitely on the dress, the pop of color, but it was very like bland where the lace was, where it touched the paper. So I decided to go ahead and use my distress ink. I wanted to go ahead and use the vintage photo, so I kind of do it lightly just so that it looks a little smudged. But then I'm thinking, do I just want it to be brown? And I kind of wanted a little bit of a pop of color. So I decided to go ahead and use the pink as well, since the pink is what I distressed around the page, and that's the color of her dress. So I thought that that would look really pretty. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of smudging some of the pink on there. You guys, so this whole time I had my microphone off. So I've been talking and crafting and you guys can't hear anything. So I think I'm going to do a voiceover. But from now on, we're on the microphone now. So I think I want her straight and the lace not, like that. And for this, I'm going to use my 3-in-1. I think this whole craft project, I'm going to do my 3-in-1 just because I truly love my 3-in-1. I'm not going to glue the lace completely down. I'm just going to glue down where the sticker is. I didn't put any glue with this sticker, so hopefully it stays. But if it doesn't, I'll add some later on. I like that. It's simple, yet not. Hopefully it looks the same on the video. So that's going to be the cover of this little book. I mean, you could even use this inside as like a cluster. If you use the corner cutter on these as well, that would look nice. I am having technical difficulties. I thought I was recording this whole time and I was not. So just to kind of let you guys know what I've been doing. So we saw that I did the front little cover of the book. The back, I started to distress with my yellow, and I'm going to do this side yellow as well. So I'm not sure if, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. So I'm not sure if I want this to be more of just like a catalog maybe for one of these books that I put together in a junk journal with this style. I think that that would be kind of cool. So I may do that. So I don't know if I'm going to have this as like the photo and then this for writing, or if I'm just going to, or I'm sorry, if I'm just going to have these for, you know, the catalog, maybe put one there and there, you know, just kind of be creative with it. But it'll literally just be like a catalog, or if I'm going to have it to where one side is blank and then this side I have the sticker maybe next to graph paper. I'm not sure what I want to do. I think it would look really cute if I styled it like a catalog. Or if I wanted a mini journal. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I would need 20 stickers if I did 2 on each page. And I don't think I want to use that many of these. So what I might do is I might stagger them. Maybe I'll have like this on this side. I have no idea. I'm just winging it. You guys could do it however you like to, and you can honestly use any type of stickers or designs. I think I'm going to do it like that. I'm trying to think. I might just use my glue. This glue stick's kind of drying out, I feel like, a little bit. It's really thick. But I do love this glue stick. But I think I'm gonna do it like maybe that on this side. And then on this side, I might do it to where this is in the center. Maybe with this behind it, like that. Honestly, you guys, I am completely winging this. I don't even know. I do not have a plan at all. All right, so let's see if that will look good. I'm going to do another one similar. Maybe I'll do this one. That one's kind of cool. If we do it like that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to put any type of distress ink on here. I'm just going to do it as is. This I said I was going to put here, right? So the last part of this video that you guys saw, I had to do a voiceover. So I'm sorry. Hopefully it turns out okay. You know, I have interruptions and that's not centered. I just get sidetracked sometimes. Like I have to get up and do stuff. I, you know, made stuff for the kids. So when I come back, I forget to check certain things to make sure everything's, you know, my microphone is still connected. It had like dropped, you know, That is not centered at all, you guys. Oh my gosh. I probably am going to need a little bit of glue on this by the time I'm done. Let's hope that I could do it better now. Is that... No. Okay, so I need to go halfway between the two. Like that. That's as good as it's getting. That is as good as it's getting. I mean, that looks kind of different, but it's cute. So now we are just going to kind of go back and forth with stuff like that, I guess. So we have the pink, the yellow. Maybe we should do the bluish gray color. And we'll distress the pages first. And then we'll figure out how we're going to, this is like a, I don't know what color. It's like a gray, I guess. It's not really blue, huh? Hopefully that looks okay. All right, so let's cover those up. And then I think I'm going to, so this is the paper I'm using. It's just like a little Post-it type thing. So maybe this one, I will outline more of the page like that. Is that too big? Yes. Will it go this way? That's still too big. I think I need to cut off maybe 2 of these. Uh-oh. You guys, I'm going like... All right. That's okay. Why do I cut like that? My hand like shakes so much. I think that's the problem. So we'll frame that out. So it goes like that. Oh, see, this one is behind it already too. So maybe I'll have it kind of like down in the corner. That might be kind of cute. This page is so much smaller. Do you see that? Oh, wow. I wonder if it's like that with all of them. Yep, this one's really small. That's okay. All right, and then with this one, maybe we will just trim off, like trim down here and have it up above it. Let me see where to cut it. At that right there. Oops. And then I am going to take my corner cutter and cut the little corner. so that it's rounded with the page. Hopefully. Oh my goodness. I feel, and then which one was I going to use with this one? Maybe I should say, let me, okay, go around this just so that it gets on the paper as well so you can actually see it. And then maybe we'll do her. Well, she looks just like that one. I mean, she's in the same dress. Are these different? I think all of these sheets are the same, aren't they? Oh, no, they're not. Okay. So those are different. So I'm going to use these as well. And I think I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to put her right here in the middle. Yeah, that's kind of cute. Wonder if I should do, instead of 6 pages, I wonder if I should just do 4. Maybe I'll just do this last one and save these. So it's not super thick. Okay, so now we're going to do pink again. Just going back and forth with the colors. And then we are going to, I wonder if I can like frame out like the top corner here and then the bottom corner here. That might be kind of cool, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe like that. Uh-oh. Like this, right? And then 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one didn't cut very well. You guys, the struggle is real for me with cutting. It really is. Okay, so maybe we'll do them like that, and we'll edge out this corner. Oops. Like that. And then this corner. Like that. So then we'll have one like this and one like that. That will look pretty. Which ones are in pink? That one. So maybe we'll do this one and this one because that's pretty, has flowers. And then we will do these corners because they're going to be around the edge where it is already colored, and then we'll do this side and this side so that it, see how the corners kind of, you know what I'm saying. Okay. So then let's glue these on. This glue's getting weird, you see it? Like that. And then we'll do the same for this one. All right, so that part is done. Which ones did I say we were going to do? This one. Was it this one? So I wonder. I kind of like that. So I'm going to glue this one down to the bottom here. And that one doesn't need to be rounded. I should have distressed it though, because it's on the corner there. Let me see if I could get some of the ink on the edge of that. I can. And then we will put this one, oops, like that. I don't really like that. Uh-oh. Maybe if it's a little bit more over, like that. Oops. I took some of the, there. All right, maybe I like that better. Yeah, I like that better. It looked really squared off for some reason. I like that better. I wish that this would have been a little bit closer to the edge, but I don't think that'll matter because it's going to be stapled here. Okay, I like that. And then maybe on this one, I do it this way. Let's just see what it'll look like. And I wanted, is that too similar? No, those are very different. Or should I do these? Or that one? Maybe this one. I like this dress. This one's very pretty. So then didn't I do, I don't want it to be like that though in the corner. So maybe I just leave it like this. That looks okay. All right, and then the back, I'm just going to leave it because I think I'm going to glue this one into a book when I do it. And if I decide not to, I can always add something back there. So now we just need to staple it. Uh-oh, I didn't do it very straight. This needs to be stapled up here a little bit. So that looks crazy, but that's okay. So when you guys do it, make sure you go closer to each of the ends here because when you open it, it tends to pull up. Okay, so when you guys do it, maybe do one here, and one here, depending on the size. Wonder if I should just take these out. I don't know, I'm gonna leave it. So it's actually really cute. That's it. You know what, I'm gonna put color on the back here. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So I think that that turned out really cute. I think I'm going to add a little bit of like distress color to the back here like we did the front. And then do a little bit of the pink just to kind of have it look, I don't know, decorative a little bit and not just plain. But yeah, so that is going to be the little like Vogue magazine basically. Let me clear up my space so I could share it with you guys. So this one here is more of just the floral. And then you could definitely add space over here for writing. Like even if you wanted to do some sort of lined paper or graph, you could do that. Blank paper, tea-dyed colored paper, however you want to do it. Again, make sure you guys line up your staples correctly because you don't want it looking like that. I still think it's really cute. And then I had this one that I did before. So these are just different little booklet ideas that you guys can do. And I didn't work on this one, but you can definitely, like what we did here, you know, instead of using these, or you can even use those, but you could cut out something like this and have this here, and you can cover up the numbers, or you can just cut them off and these could be your little journaling spaces. I think that that would be super cute as well. So here are the little booklets. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today, and I hope to see you guys very soon. So be safe and be blessed. Bye, you guys.